The scene here at Lake Berwain is very quiet this morning. The only sign of anything out of the ordinary is the police tape cordoning off the entrance to the reservoir. Now that tape doesn't allow me to get much closer than 40 metres away from the water. Police are unable to tell us anything else at this time other than that the body of a male was pulled out of the lake around 6 o'clock this morning. We'll bring you the latest throughout the day.
Hi, my name's Pete Goodship. I've nominated Liam Menmuir for the Fundraising Award. I was just settling down to watch the Grand Prix on a Sunday evening, and I got a phone call off James's mum, Melanie, saying James is in some trouble at the local reservoir near where we live, and you better come down.
I'm Melanie, I'm James's mum. On the 22nd of June 2014, it was a lovely sunny day, one of the hottest we'd had. I'd been out visiting family and we'd come back, a beautiful evening, so we decided we'd take our dogs for a walk on our normal dog walk, which was around Lake Berwain, the res. When we were there, we'd seen people on the lake but didn't notice anything untoward, nothing seemed urgent or out of character. And then we saw a helicopter, the air ambulance flying over, and we knew then that what we could see over the other side of the reservoir was there was something untoward going on, something had gone badly wrong. I mean, James was the life and soul. He was the joker. He put a smile on everybody's face. He loved life. He loved his friends. He loved his family. He was so loving, so kind-hearted. He would do anything for anybody.
The first 6 weeks, 2 months, I think we were riding along on pure emotion, shock. And then when things started to settle down a bit, reality kicked in. And then I realised I'm never going to see him again. Sorry. It's just still very raw at the moment.
Within 2 days of James dying, Liam Menmuir had gone into a local primary school and just asked if he could talk to the children about water safety with one of his friends. So one afternoon they went into the school and the pain they must be feeling, Liam watched what happened on that day and what they must be going through. We're struggling, but what Liam and his friends must be going through, witnessing what happened to James, witnessing the friend drowning. So Liam had took it upon himself to initially to look at getting a memorial bench and getting enough money together for a memorial bench, which was delivered on the Wednesday after James's death, with a plaque on it with James's date of birth, his date of death, "Love you, man," which was how they always used to greet each other, "Love you, man." And then Liam's mum baked cakes for a school fete, sold the cakes at a school fete the weekend after. Liam was in the town centre with buckets, with picture of James on, collecting money, and he raised over £2,000 within a week of James passing away.
My name's Liam Menmuir, I'm 16 and I've been nominated for the Fundraising Award. I don't know, I was feeling empty, like, no. If I walked somewhere, there was nothing there, there was nobody around. And then the next morning it just made me think that James always had our back, and we always had his back. So then I thought about, now we can't look out for James, we can look out for James's next best thing, which is his family, and look out for them and do what we can to help them. Because as much as we think we've lost someone really important in our lives, which we were more of a brother, not a friend. But they've lost a son, and friends do come and go, but family doesn't, so we thought about help them as much as we can and do something for ourselves that we can say, we did that for you, James, we did that for your family. I'm hoping that the fundraising that we did, it'll help and educate other people that cold waters are dangerous. You might think it's refreshing to jump in on a hot day, but you don't know what's underneath you. You never know what could happen, as we found out. I think it's important that we use money to put safety equipment around the res, because maybe if there was something there, it would have helped James. It'd mean a lot to know that us as friends and James' family have got something there that can prevent somebody else going through the pain we have and the death of a friend and a son.
I'd be chuffed to bits if Liam won the award. We didn't ask him to do anything. He's done it completely off his own back, and he's not stopped. He just doesn't stop fundraising and keeping James's memory living on, really.